Welcome into a brand new series that it hit me like a ton of bricks the other day. I thought we need to do something titled Porch Pours.
Porch Pours.
Porch Pours and Puffs is what we're going to be calling this. We also have patio pours. We were going to do pool pours, but it got cold here. It went from like 110 to 70 in a matter of a half a week. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's not been good.
Crazy
not been
weather.
Good for the pool.
So my thought for this Porch Pours was we do an awful lot of sitting around smoking cigars
on this porch
and drinking various whiskeys. And they're not always like the brand new releases, which, you know, all the whiskey tubers are trying to get the brand new thing. This is just like, what sounds good tonight, and wonder if it pairs good with the cigar. So that's kind of the point of this. So this first one, you told me to grab something different, like that I haven't smoked either in a while or before, and so I did. And my cigar for this evening is going to be a Hoyo de Monterrey Habano Epicure Especial. This is a Cuban that I got from Mike. Shout out to Mike. I think he might watch a channel. He's from Wichita. I made him a barrel cabinet.
Oh, nice.
And he gifted me a couple of actual Cuban cigars. This is the first time that I have smoked this particular cigar. And you are going with?
Well, my lovely wife had the honors of picking today. And today we're going to smoke Davidoff the Late Hour. She's like, oh man, you don't have much selection. She came up with this one. I'm like, well, since you got it here, I'll smoke it. It's the only one I have.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
So the point of this is just to pick something. Now we have a couple of different whiskeys, so we're going to do a couple of different segments of the video. We're going to do an initial pour on first light, tell you how the pairing is, if we like it, if we would recommend it. Second section of the video will be a different whiskey, and we may get into a third whiskey. We have 3 bottles down here.
Oh, we'll get into all 3 bottles.
Okay. So first up, I'm going to choose, just because it's the lowest proof, I think, of the 3.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought, what better way to start off pairing cigars with whiskey than to do some type of cigar blend or experiment. In this case, the Redline finished in XO Cognac casks, experimental cask series, which is quite good. But if I've ever paired it with a cigar, it's been an awful long time. So we're going to try this and let you guys know what we think of this particular pairing.
I don't know if I've had this one yet.
You might not have. I can tell you right off the bat on this. So on my particular, this is 100% Cuban binder, filler, wrapper, and I'm really not too impressed with the draw right off the bat. It's very tight.
Yeah, you went with a V cut.
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually double V'd it into a little crown cut because it was so tight. So I tried to open it up a little bit more, and it's meh. And then I stuck my little poker down in there to try and loosen it up some more, and it's not really working. It is delightful though.
Full disclosure, I just punch. It's convenient. It's on the back of my lighter, so I have it anywhere that I go.
Yep.
And so that's what we have here as well. But of course, it's a Davidoff, so it's great draw.
So you have the torch lighter. I have the Zyphy lighter. So I have a punch. I have a little poker, and then I do have a V-cut option in here too. It's a triple flame torch lighter, and this thing sucks the butane, so I'll try to remember to link this into the description of the video if you're interested. I paid for this. This is not saying this is the best lighter ever, although I do like this lighter a lot. It's been the best one I've had. And I'll link yours too.
Yeah, I just have the regular Zyphy, and I went with the 3 torch as well. After yours kind of went out and you went to the 3 torch, I had a single that was still going strong that my wife lost, I think. So we got this one. Totally joking. But no, these have been really good lighters, so I've liked both of them that I've had from this brand.
Right off the bat on the cigar, it's good. It's earthy. It is a lot of cinnamon, like graham cracker type deal. I can already tell I'm going to fight this, staying lit, just because it's such a tight draw. And it's going to annoy me. And I'm probably going to get a headache. The whiskey smells really good. It's pretty light. Like it's...
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to dig in there to get something.
I can, just based off the nose, I think this is going to be a good pair. We'll see. Oh my. That's really good. So the late hour is full-bodied.
Oh yeah.
Very full flavored cigar. If you've never had a Davidoff's late hour, they're not the cheapest cigar on the market. They run you, what, 25-ish bucks, depending on the Vitola that you get. But they're probably one of my top favorite cigars. I absolutely love them. But the difference between that one, among other things, but this is only a medium-bodied cigar, and I can tell you just based on what my memory tells me of how good the late hour is, it is a much more robust, deep, dark flavor than what I'm experiencing with this. So you're getting two, could be very different pairings here.
Yeah, I would for sure be curious. Like you said, this is very full flavored, very dark. You know, you get the dark leather, you get some chocolate. I know a lot of people say they get pretty chocolatey notes off of there. I get a little bit, but it's not crazy. But yeah, there's that full flavor, full-bodied smoke.
Yeah, this cigar coming across woody, earthy, maybe a little graham cracker. This actually flavor profile of the cigar is what I look for. This is my definite preferred profile. I don't tend to gravitate towards the spicy, peppery ones.
Yeah,
I'm
me neither.
not a big fan of those. So I look for stuff that has a lot of earthy notes to it, wood, leather, some of those types of flavors.
And I don't know why, and maybe it's also because of the palette of whiskeys that I like, but I definitely agree. You know, that peppery, spicy, I guess. I feel like if I'm smoking one of those cigars and drinking whiskey, there's a lot of clash there usually. Yep. And that's traditionally what we're doing is, you know, having a cigar and having bourbon. And
the wives are having espresso martinis.
Mm-hmm.
Because we learned how to make espresso martinis last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
That may be another porch pour night.
We'll have to do it.
Yep.
Because it's for science.
Mm-hmm. So, right off the bat, next time we'll cut back in here. We'll be about a third or halfway through the cigar. We'll have another whiskey up here and let you know. But this is very good, very fruit forward on the whiskey. Not very, I mean, it's 110 proof, so it's not super high proof. The other one that is coming up next is like 120 or 121 proof. And number 3 is 117. So that's what we got in store. I'm very pleased with this pairing. We'll see what the next one brings. We are just about ready to enter second, third-ish.
Phase 2?
Phase 2, yeah. So on that first one, the Redline Cognac finish, I would say for my cigar, it was excellent. Very good pairing. Highly recommend. I was getting on the whiskey dark stone fruits. You said honey. I even said, man, is there a little bit of like a brightness, like a spearmint coming through? You had to really dig deep for that. But I still feel like it was very bright and it paired really well with the earthy notes of the cigar.
I guess, which kind of surprises me. Not that it was bad with the late hour, but again, I don't know if it's just that full-bodied, but I think it actually did fall a little flat for me.
It was thin. It's very thin and dry, and it just, I would agree.
Yeah.
It just kind of, the flavors that are there were good. They just kind of went dead.
Yep. And you know, when you're smoking the late hour being a full-body, full-flavor cigar, it definitely didn't hang around long, but the honey that I picked up paired really, really well. The fruit wasn't as much, and like you said, the spearmint, you really had to dig in there to find it, but you shoved your nose in the glass, it was definitely there. So yeah, not a bad whiskey. just with this cigar, probably wouldn't be something that I would say, hey, we got to pair this and show all my friends.
Yeah, I would say that which kind of comes into the, I get asked sometimes, oh, hey, what would you recommend for cigar whiskey pairing? And I would say it kind of depends on the cigar, because if you have a very full flavored cigar and you try to pair it with the wrong thing, the cigar is going to overtake everything. I think that's probably what happened in this case. That is such a robust, full flavored cigar that it just ruined the whiskey experience.
Yeah.
One was too much than the other.
Yeah.
So
I think for this, it was a great comparison that we have completely different cigars for this, and really try to pick up those different nuances that go well or that don't go well.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so I would say for mine, I've already had some uneven burning. I've already lost my ash. David with the Davidoff is still going pretty relatively even burn. Yeah. Your ash, you're about to lose it. It's probably not too far behind me. I would say burn quality on this Cuban, it's okay. I haven't had to relight.
Yeah, the late hour obviously is a well-constructed cigar. The caveat that I will say is that I have been, I don't want to say doing experiments, but here recently within the last week or so, I've kind of changed up my humidor because I had been noticing maybe I was having some different burn issues, even with higher quality cigars. So I kind of started looking at the humidor and seeing what I might change there. So that very well could be playing into the burn issues. Okay. I mean, obviously the Davidoffs that I've smoked, I've never once had any kind of construction or burn issue with anything like that. No. So I'm actually going to venture to say this is more of a me issue than a Davidoff issue.
Yeah. So phase 2, we are going to go with the RY3. This is their rye whiskey, 62.1%. 124.2. This is their cigar series. So this one comes triple cask finished. It's finished in Madeira cask, rum cask, and Naranja cask. This is their
What
cigar.
is Naranja?
It's orange. So I'm assuming this is some type of an orange wine, orange brandy, orange something. So.
Huh. I think I've had that before. I think you brought it over before, and I think I've had it, but maybe I didn't look it up.
We're gonna find out, because we're going up significantly in proof, and we're gonna find out if that Davidoff holds up to 124.
I'm a little nervous with the orange and this cigar. We'll see how present it is.
We'll do some research on break. Talk about the Naranja cask. We'll see if my Naranja is Spanish for orange. Oh. I'm assuming that it's an orange something. See, look how bad that's burning. It's just not a good.
Yeah.
It's not good. We're a good quarter of an inch off. The nose is good. It's very different. You can tell it's finished. In this case, triple cask finished. Out punch in the mouth. That's good. That's better than the Redline.
100% agree. And I was worried, maybe with the citrus from the Naranja.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it finishes really strong with. I do feel like for me, it finishes really strong citrus and orange.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's actually quite pleasant.
That's a really good cigar blend.
Yeah. I mean, like we discussed, we're smoking basically opposite ends of the spectrum really on cigar profiles, and I would say it pairs very well.
So for me, on my medium-bodied cigar, this is an excellent pairing because it's stronger than the cigar, whereas before your cigar was much stronger than the whiskey. This is probably pretty close to being equal.
Yeah,
well
the proof,
flavored.
the proof definitely helps it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a recommend right off the bat.
The one thing, and I know obviously smoking a cigar with it, but the one thing I actually still think I get from a lot of cigar blends that I've tried, which isn't a plethora by any means, but I always get that drier finish, kind of that tobacco finish, kind of makes your mouth water a little bit more, and I get this here, but
Yep.
it's something I enjoy when I'm smoking a cigar.
Yep. Yep, that's good. We'll be back. We'll talk a little bit more about how this rounded out the second third, and then we'll move on to the last third of the cigar and pair it with a new whiskey. Stay tuned. How are you feeling?
I ain't sober.
My favorite saying. This is our final third, final pour. Well,
our final third
of the video anyway. We have elected to go with Barrell Bourbon, single barrel, 9-year, 7-month, 117.54 proof. This is a single barrel select, the Ubagonga barrel, seasoned, toasted, triple oaked, honey finished cigar blend. This is the first edition. This was Kevin C. and Shiloh. They're on TikTok. I'm sure they're on
multiple platforms,
multiple socials. But this was the bottle that they selected for Shiloh's military charity. They did this bottle for him, and proceeds went to his charity. We're not exactly sure what all of the finish is, but we do believe that Amberana is one of them.
Yeah.
And we have not had an Amberana finish yet. I used to really like Amberana. I've started very much gravitating away from Amberana.
But really, you've been gravitating away from every finish of whiskey.
So we're going to see what this pairs like. Going back real quick to the RY3, the orange cask is a Spanish wine where they season the barrel with orange peels.
Yeah.
Okay. Similar to a Penelope Valencia that we did review in a garage sesh over here, if I remember right.
I think so.
So I'll let you pour yourself.
Yeah.
Since you do
I've been doing so well at this.
The cigar for me has gone extremely earthy, very woody, a lot of earth, not much sweetness. It did start off with a little bit of like graham cracker sweetness, but it has almost faded into straight earthy wood, cedar, and I'm not that that's a bad thing. I like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like right up your alley.
Mm-hmm. Burn issues galore. It almost went out. Basically had to touch up the outer, but I think that has a lot to do with my draw. Yours burning good.
Yeah, it's
no
still
issues.
Yeah, burning super well, as like you would expect from this quality of cigar. Flavor, I feel like this as well has gone more woody. You know, it was obviously a very full flavored cigar even from the start, but now I feel like it's a little bit more rich, a little bit more deep in flavor.
Okay, this nose on this barrel
is probably gonna be super sweet.
It's really good.
Oh boy, we haven't had this in
a long time.
A hot minute.
That is spicy, sweet, spicy. I would say that is similar to the RY3, but it's less proof than the RY3, but it drinks like it's hotter, in my opinion. It's spicier.
Oh man, I feel like it's
baking spicier, not proof necessarily, but I think the flavors are making it drink hotter.
Okay. The second one I really kind of was able to get the mouth coated, and I do see what you mean. The baking spices are far more prevalent in that. Not bad. I was kind of nervous going into this because I do know it has that Amberana finish.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that I would ever guess that.
I know, and as I say, I was actually kind of nervous because I know we did the Rio, and that was very over the top and very overbearing, and so I was afraid of this because we hadn't had it in so long. And
as you can see, my cigar is burning great. Yeah, my favorite of the three is easily the RY3. This is good. This is second.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have to agree with you. Maybe more, for me, it's probably more of a 1A.
And maybe that's because of the cigar difference too. But for this cigar, that RY3, excellent.
I think for me, it goes back to what we discussed with the peppery cigar to, the bourbon that you're drinking. I think this is the exact opposite. The baking spice I do get when you really kind of get the full palate of this, I don't think complements this cigar very well.
Yeah, I could see that. So there you go. That was our first edition of PP.
Yeah, Porch Pours.
Our wives are over there shaking their heads. We're idiots.
That's fine. They're lucky to have us.
Again, just something fun, something that's, not maybe brand new to the market. It's literally what we drink on almost daily basis when we sit out here, listen to music, have a pour, have a cigar. What are we reaching for, and how does it pair? We thought we'd do a little cigar sesh. We've never done a cigar review on the channel before. Something that maybe I'd like to get into doing more of. Yeah. Especially they just kind of go together. So, hey, does this cigar pair with this particular whiskey? It's just something fun and different.
I think the thing that will make this difficult for the both of us, with bourbons and whiskeys, I'm much more likely to try new things. But I've learned in my cigar journey, I kind of stay in my wheelhouse. I kind of stay with the cigars that I like.
Well, and that brings me to this point in that we both buy boxes at a time of the Oliva Serie V Melanio Maduro off Cigar International. Do the make me an offer page, and we just buy them by the box. If you want to comment in the video, we'll let you know how much we can get them for. It's super cheap. It works out to be like $6.50 a cigar.
Yeah, you can't beat that. I mean,
and they're excellent. Brick and mortars, you're probably going to be paying $12 or $13
easily
for that cigar.
Yeah, easily.
So you're getting them at almost half price. And I always have 2 boxes in the humidor at any given time.
Yep.
So that's just one of those things. That's my quote-unquote daily smoke.
I would agree with that.
I did find a new one, though, that's pretty dang good, and that's the Rocky Patel 20th Anniversary Maduro. Excellent daily, quote-unquote.
I haven't had one, but I would say my other daily that was in the last batch that I bought by the box, so I would say in bulk that I really do like this far into my cigar journey is the CAO Brasilia.
Yep.
I like that. Unfortunately, my last box was pretty tight, burned, and I had to work with them a little bit.
Yeah.
But really good cigar, too.
So there you go. That's kind of what we're into, cigars, but we do enjoy smoking a good cigar from time to time.
Yeah, absolutely.
On a random Monday or Tuesday or
It's
Wednesday.
a holiday.
Yeah. So don't know when this video will post, but just know that it's Labor Day, and we've had nothing to do today. But think about exactly what we were going to do, smoke, and drink tonight. So,
yep. And I would say if you all have any cigar recommendations,
drop them down.
Yeah, I would be
comments.
Curious to try them. See if they match the profiles that I like.
Yep. With that, let's finish off these pours.
Let's do it. Maybe have a few more.
See you guys next time right here on Thin Blue Whiskey.